And so we go to 126 pounds. And another of the Knights,
okay, guys, shake hands.
who has one semester left to wrestle after transferring from Iowa. And this is the start of it. This is Steve Knight against Noel Clavel, a freshman from New Jersey.
I'm sure Steve really wants to make the best of this one shot that he has. He's been working hard, and it shows. He's got a good record right now. He's having a good year, and he's really looking forward to the end.
Steve Knight against Noel Clavel. He's from California. I'm sure he's wrestled a lot of freestyle. Yeah, he looks like a freestyler.
Well, he's got his match tonight because Steve Knight has really been one of the better freestylers in his weight class in the nation in the past several years.
And he likes upper body. He's strong. Nice little move there with an arm drag. And he's going to trade 2 for 1.
Coach Gibbons told us that Steve Knight had varied his attack, and you saw that nice little short drag to a single, and now he has trying to develop some other kind of attack there, inside trip.
No points there.
Clavel was a little too quick for him there. This is another of these freshmen that Thad Turner thinks is going to produce for him maybe in 2 or 3 years. He thinks the best Lehigh team they ever had.
Well, he's sure scrappy.
He's in on a leg, but Knight's pretty strong.
Again, just like his brother, he likes to work the head too, likes to work the head hard, front headlock, and then he has a weapon. Look for that headlock.
Timeout, I think what happened? We lost a contact lens here. He brought it back and gave it to his coach, says I don't need it.
Okay, we're both up yet.
I'll keep one eye on this guy, that's enough. Steve Knight leads 2 to 1.
Middle now, Brown. Circle in.
Steve Knight can really make matches exciting. Like I said, his headlock is a real weapon. And one of the problems in the past was some people thought, well, that's the only thing Steve Knight has. And he's really varied his attack, and he's working hard. And
Duck under. Oh, a nice move. But the Wizard stopped it. Clavel has kept him from scoring. Now he's trying to double him up and had to give the move up. Nice shot.
It was a nice series there. He tried a little duck under, and Clavel did a nice job of countering, and then snapped and spun around, and Knight got 2.
Going to win a lot of matches that way. You keep throwing moves at a guy.
Chain reaction. You got to just keep it going.
And he's given Clavel a lot to think about.
Again,
there's that trip. But
well, Clavel really is scrambling out well. He's defensing it well and staying with him. We'll just see if he can keep the pace up, because he's going to have to. It looks like Steve Knight has really developed a repertoire of moves that he's going to keep throwing at Clavel.
Coach Jim Gibbons has said that he's had a very good series of practices over the holidays, and after a lot of injuries and some people not quite sure of themselves, he thinks they're going to be all right. No team in the country really is terribly deep. The scholarships don't allow that, do they?
No. In fact, you don't find wrestling teams right now that are deep, because there are only 11 scholarships available, and you have 10 on the team.
You have to divide it up a lot of ways. We have 30 seconds to go in the first period, the 3-minute period. Iowa State leads 3-0 after the first match. Steve Knight, trying to pick up where his brother left off, leads here 4-2. Knight wants to get right in there and muscle with him. You can see him controlling Clavel's head. Goes again in that beautiful move in on the trip. And he may take Clavel to his back. He's getting back points on it. How about that? 8-2 on the takedown and the near fall. 9-2, he gave him 3. That's a good first period for Steve Knight.
And that's really good when you can attack and hit it right at the end. And right here, Steve is able to drop in the inside, drive right into Clavel's center, take his hip power away, and right here's the key for young wrestlers that are looking in. Right there, he covered the chest. He went chest to chest, didn't let the arm slip through, and got him to his back. And instead of 2, he had 5.
So it's Noel Clavel, who's over getting doctored up a little bit. He got a nosebleed. His record this year, 4-5-1. Right now, Iowa Public Television would like to we'd like to tell you a little bit about that 7 basic skills of wrestling feature. There's our old friend Chuck Patton, who's going to show you every week one fundamental which will help you understand the sport just a little bit better. This was put together by USA Wrestling, and the demonstrators are something too. A two-time NCAA champion, Ricky Stewart, remember him from Oklahoma State, and a three-time world champion, Lee Kemp, from Wisconsin, who was a three-time national champion as well. Hope you'll plan to watch. We'll have that after 150 pounds
Set.
every week.
Set. Looking that way.
Clavel has his nose doctored up. He has some cotton there to try to keep from bleeding on anybody.
Hands out in front of them.
His biggest problem now is he's behind by 7 points
Top man in.
the second period.
Come on, stay with him.
Knight started on top.
One, both up.
Out. 9-3. Clavel's going to have to do a little more of that. He's had trouble keeping Knight off it.
Knight stayed right in there, varied his attack, stayed right in the center of Clavel. It's made a pretty tough night.
There's a pretty good low single, though.
That's right, and he's stayed scrappy, Clavel has. You really got to give a guy credit. He's really still coming after Knight.
This often ends up in a stalemate.
Stalemate it there.
Back to the center.
Nose taken care of again.
That's Bill Rotes from New Hampton. Made a trip down on a frosty, frigid night in Iowa just to referee the Engineers and the Cyclones. We have the rankings out. As you know, Iowa and Iowa State both have had up and down Novembers and Decembers so far. And so Arizona State is at the top of the rankings according to Amateur Wrestling News.
You know, Bobby Douglas has spent a lot of years down there at Arizona State building this team. And it's really, you got to give credit to Bobby Douglas, who went into the Hall of Fame this year. And he's had a great year so far.
Well, the question is certainly not does Arizona State have a lot of good wrestlers. They really have. But do they have the people that can make it to the finals on NCAA Saturday night?
Saturday Nighters?
That's what they call them. I guess that's what we heard Jim Gibbons talking about.
Well, it just may this year come down to how many Saturday Nighters there are.
Well, you know, last year the example was Penn State. They had something like 6, 8 All-Americans, and none of them got them all that many points. Here we go again with the last minute and 15 seconds of the second period with Steve Knight in the red with his back to the camera, now on the left,
Let's go.
leading from Iowa State. That was easy.
He caught Clavel in bad position there, was able to spin around. He's really putting a lot of pressure on, and he feels the kill now. He wants to go in for the kill, and you'll see him working,
One, both up.
trying to look for back points, and that time he got a little high, and Clavel was able to scramble out.
Now you see, oh, a throw, beautiful pancake.
Steve Knight said, I've been waiting for that one all night. He felt it, took the hips into him and threw.
Let's see what he can do with this. He has about a half a minute to try to stick him.
He's really tough in this headlock position.
Oh, he's got him now.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
That's it. With 22 seconds left. 4 minutes and 38 seconds into the match. Steve Knight catches freshman Noel Clavel of Lehigh and pins him to the mat. He was impressive tonight.
He kept coming, and like we talked about, he did several different things. It's kind of ironic that he ended up pinning in the headlock position.
There he is. Let's see that. Let's see the move.
Well, he stands him straight up, and now watch the hips.
Over and under.
It's all hips right there. Now he settles in, and he looks for his favorite pinning hold, the headlock position. He'll change here in just a few seconds, and he'll put him down. Right here.
Here it comes.
He changes
Wait a
into
second,
the headlock.
guys. I gotta wait. Gotta hold up a second.
And now he keeps it chest to chest there, Doug, and that's what's important there.
Now he has it. That's the
See him
uncle.
elevate that his bottom up there? He puts the back into it.
That's the uncle position.